It gives me immense pleasure to deliver the keynote address on this momentous occasion, Dr. Ambedkar Endoment Lecture. Dr. Ambedkar Endowment was instituted by the People's Educational Trust, Dr. Ambedkar Academy, to organize annual lectures that honor Dr. Ambedkar's monumental contributions to the people. Since its inception, this lecture series has brought together eminent scholars, distinguished leaders, and public intellectuals who have made meaningful contribution to the law, social justice, and nation building. I sincerely thank the authorities of the University of Madras and the People's Educational Trust, Dr. Ambedkar Academy, for organizing this important academic event that upholds and celebrates the ideals of liberty, equality, and justice, the principles for which Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar lived and labored. Dr. Ambedkar was not merely the chief architect of Indian Constitution. He was a visionary of democratic social transformation, a relentless fighter against caste oppression, and a pioneer who redefined the very essence of justice, not only in legal terms, but also in moral, political, and social dimensions. Today, we live in a constitutional democracy, but we must ask ourselves, have we truly realized Dr. Ambedkar's moral vision? A society founded on liberty, equality, and fraternity. Regretfully, the answer is still unfolded. For Dr. Ambedkar, social justice was not a slogan. It was a lifelong struggle. He believed that political democracy must be complemented by social and economic democracy. Otherwise, it remains a shallow shape. He reminded us that mere formal equality in law is insufficient when social and cultural capital are also unequally distributed. As we reaffirm his legacy, we must understand that social justice is not merely a noble aspiration. It is an actionable principle that must guide governance and institutional function. The recent Supreme Court judgment restoring the power of the elected Chief Minister in appointment of Vice Chancellor is a landmark step in federal constitutionalism. But it is also a pivotal movement to ensure social justice in higher education leadership. It is deeply concerning that the scheduled castes remain grossly underrepresented in Vice Chancellor appointment across Indian universities. This is not due to a lack of eligible and capable scholars from these communities, but because of deep-rooted structural barriers. There exists a robust and accomplished pool of scholars from the scheduled caste eminently qualified to lead our academic institution with vision and excellence. Now, the appointment power rests with a progressive and socially committed government under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister through M.K. Stalin. We are very hopeful that this will usher in a new era of inclusivity, equity, and rightful representation at the highest levels of academia. The government of Tamil Nadu's Dravidian model has now emerged as a national benchmark for inclusive governance with social justice at its core. On this significant occasion, we are privileged to have with us a distinguished parliamentarian, and a powerful voice for social justice. Thiru A. Raja, Honorable Member of Parliament, who will be delivering this year's Dr. Ambedkar Endoment Lecture. He will speak on the highly relevant and timely topic, Dr. Ambedkar's contribution to social, political, and constitutional thought in Indian polity. I thank him profusely for accepting to deliver the endowment lecture today in this university, despite his hectic, busy schedule. Friends, on this significant occasion, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Dr. A. Padmanabhan, IAS, retired, the founder of the People's Educational Trust and Dr. Ambedkar Academy. It was his visionary leadership that led to the institution of this endowment lecture at the University of Madras. Dr. Padmanabhan is a towering figure in Indian public life. Having served as a Chief Secretary to the Government of Tamil Nadu, member of the Union Public Service Commission, and Governor of Mizoram, following his distinguished public service career, he devoted his life to promoting Ambedkarite ideals in education and youth empowerment. Owing to his advanced age, he is now 97 years young. Dr. Padmanabhan could not join us physically today. However, he has conveyed his warm regards to our chief guest, Thiru A. Raja, and extended his heartfelt blessings for the success of today's program. I'd also like to take this opportunity to place on record my sincere appreciation for C. Chellappan, IAS, the Managing Trustee, for his tireless service to the marginalized, even at the remarkable age of 90. Let us offer him a well-deserved round of applause. So, Thiru Chellappan. Thiru A. Raja is a distinguished Member of Parliament and one of the most prominent leaders of the Drambedkar Endoment. Currently, he serves as the Deputy General Secretary of DMK, a key position that reflects the trust and responsibility reposed in him by the party's leadership and cadre alike. A trained lawyer, Thiru Raja draws deeply from the ideological tradition of Tandai Periyar, Dr. Ambedkar, and Kalaignar. A rationalist at heart, he exemplifies the principles of equality, scientific shelter, secularism, and the empowerment of marginalized communities. Values he upholds both in parliament and in public life. He has consistently championed the rights of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, backward classes, women, and minorities at the national level. His speeches in both English and Tamil are celebrated for their intellectual depth, clarity, historical groundings, and principled advocacy. Notably, his recent speech in Lok Sabha opposing the Waqf Board Amendment Bill was widely acclaimed for its eloquence, legal rigor, and courageous defense of constitutional values and minority rights. A bold and principled voice for federalism, constitutionalism, and Periyar and Ambedkar ideals, Thiru Raja continues to be a formidable presence in Indian politics. We are honored to welcome him as he addresses us today on this vital theme. I thank each one of you for your gracious presence and participation. I look forward to an inspiring and intellectually enriching session ahead. Thank you very much.